Metropolitan Police introduced in Rangpur and Gazipur. Police regain people's trust, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Prime Minister opens Ganga-Chora Sheikh Hasina Bridge on Tista in Rangpur and Sheikh Hasina Titash Bridge in Brahmanbaria through video conferencing. Yukta Front's proposal on forming national unity unconstitutional and unacceptable, says Commerce Minister Tufail Ahmed. Abdul Qadir. Typhoon Mangkhut lashes southern China after Philippines, where death toll rises to 49. And in Asia Cup cricket, Pakistan batting against Hong Kong to chase a victory target of 117 runs. Assalamu alaikum. This is Kim Yarin welcoming you to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center.
And I'm Tanzila Manar Sultana. Assalamu alaikum. You have just heard the headlines. Now moving on to the details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said peace and stability is very crucial for countries' development, while keeping law and order under control is the most prerequisite for the advancement. She said, being imbued with a very caring attitude, Bangladesh Police Force is playing its due role with honesty and dedication to establish peace in the society. The Prime Minister said this while inaugurating the newly constituted Rangpur Metropolitan Police and Gazipur Metropolitan Police units from Ganabhavan through a video conferencing this morning. The Premier said the police force plays the key and hard role in maintaining law and order in the society. They have no specified working hours as they need to respond to the call of people at any time in their need. Sheikh Hasina said about 27 members of the police made supreme sacrifices in the fight against militancy in the country. The present government has taken steps for modernization of the police force, considering its growing role in maintaining law and order, she said. The Prime Minister thanked police force and other law enforcement agencies for their dedicated efforts to eliminate the cause of militancy and terrorism from the country. Conducted by Principal Secretary M. Nuzibur Rahman, the function was also addressed by Inspector General of Police Zabit Patwari and Secretary of the Public Safety Division of the Ministry of Home Mustafa Kamaluddin. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said the government is building a strong road network across the country to advance Bangladesh economically and reduce poverty faster. The Prime Minister said this while inaugurating the 850-meter-long Ganga-Chora Sheikh Hasina Bridge over the Tista River at Ganga-Chora in Rangpur district and 771-meter-long Sheikh Hasina Titash Bridge over the Titash River at Bancharampur in Brahmanbaria district through video conferencing from Ganabhavan today. Sheikh Hasina said the economic condition of the mass people will get better with the improved road networks as they will have better job opportunities. The Premier said the 4-lane Dhaka-Chittagong highway will be turned into a 6-lane one in the future, while the Dhaka-Sylhet highway is being upgraded into a 4-lane one. The government has taken steps in this regard. Sheikh Hasina expressed the hope that the two bridges would play an important role in the socio-economic development of the areas. The Prime Minister said her government is working for the country's development under a long-term plan chalked out over the years after her return to the country in 1981 from exile. LGRD and Cooperatives Minister Kandukar Musharraf Hussain and LGRD Senior Secretary Dr. Zafar Ahmed Khan also spoke at the program. The government has purchased the historic Rose Garden, an archaeological site from where the country's biggest political party, Bangladesh Awami League, started its journey in 1949. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina received the registered deed of the property from the current owner and her children at a function held at Ganabhavan in Dhaka this afternoon. The government has procured the Rose Garden, built on 22 acres of land from the owner as per the public procurement law at a cost of 331 crore 70 lakh taka and decided to turn it into a museum considering its historic values. The Cabinet Committee on Government Purchase CCGP on August 8 approved a proposal for purchasing the Rose Garden, which is now preserved as an archaeological site. Against this backdrop, the Prime Minister today received the registered deed of the historic establishment. During the time, she also handed over a check and a registered deed of selling of a one-story building along with 20 katha land at Gulshan of the city to the Rose Garden's owner in exchange of the historical building. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said the historic Rose Garden would be turned into a museum to project the history of old Dhaka, putting emphasis on properly preserving the historic building. The Premier said such an establishment should not be ruined.
Humayun led the 10-member delegation. President Muhammad so that only skilled and knowledgeable people can come out successfully. The President also advised the Bar Council leaders to take multi-pronged steps to ensure welfare of the lawyers. During the meeting, the delegation apprised the President of different activities of the Bar Council, including its own building. President Abdul Hamid assured the delegation of providing all-out cooperation for the development of the Bar Council. Secretaries to the President were present. Two bills were passed in the Parliament today. The bills are Dowry Prohibition Bill 2018 and Fertilizer Management Amendment Bill 2018. State Minister for Women and Children Meher Afroz and Agriculture Minister Begum Motia Chaudhry moved the bills, which were passed unanimously. Earlier, the sitting of the House was resumed in the afternoon with Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry in the chair. Meanwhile, in the question and answer session, Primary and Mass Education Minister Mustafizur Rahman told the House that the government has a plan to constitute a board under the Primary and Mass Education Ministry. Replying to a question, Education Minister Nurul Islam Nahid told the Parliament that enacting the education law to ensure transparency and accountability in the development of education is at the final stage. In response to another question, the Education Minister told the Jatiya Sangshad that a total of 2,89,08,921 students were given 5,313 crore 30,91,000 taka as stipends. Nurul Islam Nahid told the Parliament that the government has enacted ICT in Education Master Plan to involve all students and building up skilled and time-befitting education system. Replying to a question, the Education Minister told the House that 7 more public science and technology universities, including an agriculture university, will be set up to expand the higher education. The report of the Law, Justice and Parliamentary Standing Committee about Skilled and Development Authority Bill 2018 was placed by the chairman of the committee, Abdul Mateen Khosrow. Deputy Speaker Fazil Rabbi Mia also presided over the session. The sitting of the House will resume in the afternoon tomorrow. Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry has urged all to work sincerely to prevent maternal deaths in the country to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals concerning maternal, newborn and child health. She was speaking at a policy dialogue organized by Jatiya Sangshad and United Nations Population Fund UNFPA in the capital today. Chief Whip ASM Firoz presided over the program, while UNFPA representative Dr. Asha Turkelson spoke on the function. Professor Habib Milat MP presented the keynote paper. Among others, members of the parliament and high officials of the health ministry and Jatiya Sangsad were present. Speaker Dr. Shin Sharmin Chaudhary said the challenge of bringing down deaths from maternal mortality to 70 from 76 in 1 lakh by 2030 is achievable if people work more sincerely according to the work plan under the visionary leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Finance Minister Abul Mal Abdul Muhit has emphasized on coordinated efforts for flourishment of film industry in the country. He said this while launching Talent Hunt program of Bangladesh Film Directors Association at a hotel in the capital today. President of the association Mushfiqur Rahman Gulzar chaired the function, which was also addressed by Cultural Affairs Secretary Mohammad Nasiruddin Ahmed, Information Secretary Abdul Malik, State Minister for Information Tarana Halim, and Cultural Affairs Minister Asaduzzaman Noor. The opening of Talent Hunt program is followed by a colorful cultural function.
Commerce Minister Tufal Ahmed has said the proposals of Jukta Front over forging a national unity are contrary to the constitution, which cannot be accepted. He told at a press conference after Nepal's ambassador in Dhaka, Professor Dr. Choplal Bhushal, called on him at the Secretariat today. Commerce Minister said polls time government will provide all-out cooperation to the Election Commission to hold the parliament polls in free, fair and peaceful manner. Awami League General Secretary Abdul Qadir has said the Election Commission will conduct the polls and the government of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will run the routine activities during the election period as per the Constitution. He said this while speaking at a seminar in the auditorium of Institute of Diploma Engineers of Bangladesh IDEB in the capital today. IDEB organized the seminar Probability and Challenges of the Fourth Revolution, marking its 22nd National Conference and 41st Council session with its President A.M.A. Hamid in the chair. IDEB General Secretary Engineer Muhammad Shamsur Rahman delivered the welcome speech in the seminar. Ubaidul Qadir, also the Road Transport and Bridges Minister, said the demand of BNP to dissolve the parliament before the national polls is irrelevant and undesirable. Welcoming different political alliances, Qadir said the next parliament election will be a competitive one. There will be no problem if BNP does not take part in the polls, he added. Indian High Commissioner to Dhaka, Harshvardhan Shringla, paid a courtesy call on Road Transport and Bridges Minister Ubaidul Qadir at Secretariat today. During the call-on, they discussed issues of bilateral interest of two countries. Mentioning historic friendship between two countries, Road Transport and Bridges Minister Ubaidul Qadir expressed gratitude for the assistance of India to Bangladesh in various sectors. Besides, Ubaidul Qadir expected that India would continue their assistance in the development activities of Bangladesh.